Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to episode 5 of Top 5 Rant. Today I am doing my top 5 on what I think are the worst movies pretty much in the world. I don't know. Here's my top 5 worst movies. Number 5. The number 5 position of the worst movies go to Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, also known as The Last Airbender is what it came out as. It was directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It was released July 1st of 2010. It had a budget of $150 million, and it had a box office of $319,713,881. Now, I think the only reason why it made that much money is because the Last Airbender was slapped onto the thing. Because overall, it was just a terrible interpretation of the Avatar cartoon series. It was just terrible. Now, the movie in itself, if you have not seen the TV series at all, and you watch this, then yeah, I could probably see that it's a really good movie. But being a fan of the actual TV series, it wasn't a really good interpretation of the series. Because in the series, the firebenders can create fire at will. But in the movie, it's not. They think it's heresy or something, or it's like magic. Because they actually have to have a fire source to actually bend fire. That was just the main thing that got to me. And it seemed kind of rushed for it, because they got through like the first entire book about pretty much. And it was just rushed a lot. And again, the only reason why I think it made it money because the name The Last Airbender was plastered onto it, and I have no idea. And I also knew that it wasn't going to be as good, because as soon as I learned that M. Night Shyamalan was going to direct this, I'm like, no, this is not going to turn out well. And a lot of people can agree with me. Moving on. Number 4. The number 4 position goes to the movie Eragon. It was directed by Stephen Fangmeyer. I don't know if I got that right or not, but oh well. It was released December 14th of 2006. It had a budget of $100 million. And it made the box office of $249,488,115. Now again, the only reason why it made probably not even that much money, but made at least its money back and at least another $100 million, is because it was based off the inheritance cycle of the first book. So, now, the cast was great, but again, I loved the movie, but it was not a good interpretation of Eragon. Because they took out a lot of the key stuff in order to make a next movie, which they had in the book to actually make a second book. So that was one of the things I hated. There was just quite a few stuff I hated in the movie. Like in the movie, Arya, she's a human in the movie, but in the book, she's an elf. That's also another thing I hated. Now again, a lot of people probably would agree with me. It was a terrible interpretation, or altogether a terrible movie, but I think it's a good movie, just not a good... It was just a very bad interpretation of Eragon. And I have to give credit to Jeremy Irons, who played Brom. I think they did a really good job on casting Brom. Number 3. Number 3 goes to Dragonball Evolution. It was directed by James Wong. It was released April 10th of 2009. It had a budget of $30 to $100 million. And made a box office of $57,497,699. Now, this one gets the number 3 position is because I same thing as the other two, but the reason why is because it wasn't that good of a movie, and it wasn't that good of a thing at all. And plus, I really have no idea how to structure these things. I just know that 5 is the least, 1 is the worst. But the reason why it's number 3 is because, again, I kind of liked the movie, but I thought they could have probably done better, especially with the special effects and stuff. The story was okay, and it was their first time making a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie that I know of. Dragon Ball movie that I know of. So, for the first try, they didn't do so well, but not so good either. I don't know. I think they could have done a lot better, though. And again, the only reason... Now, they didn't make that much money from it. They really didn't. The only reason why so many people seen it is because they had Dragon Ball plastered all over it. Now, number 2, the second position goes to this movie called Eden Log. It's a French movie that was directed by Franek Vestiel. I have no idea, it's French. And it was released February 2009. I could not find the budget or the box office of this movie since it was French, probably. And the reason why it gets number 2 because it was terrible. Pretty much the entire movie takes place underground, and it's dark, and it makes no freaking sense whatsoever. And that's pretty much all I could say. It was just terrible. I thought it looked like a good movie. No. It was not. Now, number 1. The number 1 position goes to all of the Paranormal Activity movies. Those movies just suck. I'm not even going to mention who directed them, when they were all released, or how much money it took to make them all. They just plain suck. Now, I'm sorry that I offend anybody who likes those movies. I'm just sorry. But they just suck. I was watching one and I'm like, is it really, this is it? And I only liked the ending. The ending of one of them was probably the best part of the movie. Other than that, that's all I can really say. All those movies suck. That's all I can really say. And most people would probably agree with me. Well, some will agree with me, some will not, but there's really not much to say. I just plain hate them. Well, I gotta go, so please share this video, like it, leave it in the comments down below what you think is the worst movies that has ever been made. And I will see you next Saturday. See ya.